Hey everyone, this is Bold TV and I'm Justin Crawford. And we thought while this quarantine situation is going to continue to happen for us, we still want to bring you some of our favorite stars and thought leaders from across the entire entertainment and lifestyle worlds. And right now I'm joined by my favorite housewife, Dolores Catania. I want to thank you for taking just a little bit of time out of your day. I miss you. I was hopeful that we would have met again at an event somewhere in New York City, but here we are on Zoom.
And I'm always excited to see you, even if I look like I'm going to do a confessional and someone just dragged me around New Jersey behind the bumper, and I have just a lot going on here.
Love Dolores no matter what.
You know that.
Well, we love you and we miss you. So how have you been doing? How's the family? How have you guys been holding up around all this?
Thank you. Sadly, David's dad passed away from COVID Tuesday. Yeah. Luckily, my parents, who, I struggle with their health issues because they like to eat cake all day. Yeah. And they don't take care of themselves. I have locked them in the house. They're not allowed out. They come to the window. Me and my brothers and sisters, we drop off food, and they are not allowed out. That is it.
Right. And then how have you been holding up?
Well, it's not in my makeup to stay home.
Yeah.
So I am ready to bang my head against the wall at this point. I just got off the phone with Teresa.
Yeah.
And, we're just we've never been homebodies. So this is really torturous. I have a lot of respect for the people that are going out onto the front lines. Yeah. I have made my way to some food banks, collecting food and money and trying to take care of some families and getting as much donations for the hospital as possible. But it's not in my DNA to stay home. I'm having a rough time with this. And I think it's causing some anxiety. I've never had anxiety, but I know a lot of people are starting to get that. So,
I think for most of us too, this is not normal by any means. And it's been a little over a month. We're all struggling to some capacity. But I think what we found is staying connected with people really matters too. So you just mentioned getting off the phone with Teresa. You're still with your family. Kind of went into David's house when you need that peace and quiet. How has that kind of kept you at least a little sane during all of it?
Well, I feel sorry there's a lot of people dealing with loneliness and only sitting at apartments in New York are small.
Yeah. I'm sitting in one now.
I happen to be getting one very soon, as you know. But yes. But if I had to stay in that studio, I think it would be a lot harder for me. Mm-hmm. So I go from house to house, back and forth all day, or I'll take a drive and, cope with it. And I really, to tell you the truth, I really wanted to make the best of it. I'm like, I'm going to go online. I'm going to learn how to speak Italian better. I know a few words, and I'm going to do my fitness workout, get in my fitness routine that I've always been too busy. This is my 5th year on the show.
Yeah.
So I haven't had a lot of downtime since this started.
Yeah.
So there's things, I have a pile of books I wanted to read.
The books are actually sitting underneath this laptop and I haven't touched them, but I bought them. Step 1 is out of the way. Because think about it, we want to do all these things. We want to be exercising. We're doing a little bit here and there, but I don't think this is the perfect time to just go gung-ho and do everything we've always wanted to do. We still have the rest of our lives ahead of us,
That's true. So I feel like I've squandered my time. I know people that have made the best of it. Yeah. Some of my friends are in the best shapes of their lives. Yes, I'm jealous of them. And I have a big envy for them. But, and they're okay. They're okay with it. The first time I realized that there was going to be something good come out of this, very early on, I took a ride. And I saw moms teaching their kids how to ride a bike with the dads. Right. And I saw people walking their dogs constantly. There are dogs being walked in my neighborhood. Now you constantly see dogs being walked in New York because there's not a large yard to let them out in.
Right.
So here in New Jersey, they don't walk them that much. There are so many dogs in my neighborhood I never met before.
Right.
So my dogs are kind of happy about that.
They get to make some new friends and stuff.
They're making new friends and I get to see people and it's really, there is a lot of good coming out of this, a lot of family time, forced family time. But as far as me,
Yeah.
I wish that I made more, better. But I can't say I'm not doing anything. I've done a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
eating is one of them. A lot of.
Me too. I've tried to cook. It's hard. Are you much of a cook? Remind me. I think we've talked about it before, but we're so used to going out to eat with all of our friends and stuff. But have you been cooking more?
Yeah, I have. So I have third-degree burns on my fingers since I cooked last night.
Oh.
And look at this one. It's like I grabbed a Pyrex dish that looked clean, but I forgot I just took it out of the oven. And there was I was heating stuff up.
Hot and ready.
I've done, and I don't feel like eating my own cooking.
Yeah.
Like I'm eating Swiss cheese melted in the microwave with chips with it. Frankie's like, what are you even doing? And he's like, Mom, you're eating like when you were younger and you didn't have food. What's wrong with you? So, but my son, as you see, he's working out twice a day.
Yeah.
And he is eating so clean that, I don't enjoy it. I like going out to eat. I'm a city girl. I like to come to my restaurants in the city. I'm not excited to eat my own cooking.
That's the Swiss cheese and the chips. Sometimes a little junk food, Dolores, is not bad. I'll tell you that much. And
but it shouldn't be your dinner. Your fourth dinner, by the way.
Aside from eating, because I know we love to eat too, what have you been doing to stay involved in the community? We've seen a lot of stuff on your social. You were, speaking with frontliners. You've been in constant communication with a lot of frontliners. Tell us about that.
Well, when this first hit, we were filming. We were 1 week into filming, and the storylines were amazing. And we were excited. We were all mindset. We were ready to go. The reunion had just ended. Actually, we were filming while the reunion was airing, which is not very common.
Yeah.
So emotions were high still.
Yeah.
And it always makes for some good episodes.
Yeah.
So when that came to a halt, and after the panic hit of me saying, oh my God, where's my job? What happened? Like, where's our life? I was like, oh, I haven't heard from the hospitals. Usually they call me, they know they can call me if they need something. Yeah. I haven't heard from the shelter in a while. I guess everybody's good. And then as soon as I said that, the calls started coming in for help.
Yeah.
So, as you know, I use my platform for these things. Yep. And I've met some amazing people. Actually, a friend of mine, Martin Fulton, if you go on Instagram, he's the fashionable couple. He set up a Cash App and a Venmo so that you could send the money. And we actually go food shopping for the food banks because they are totally overwhelmed.
Right.
I'm used to seeing the people in the neighborhood pull up for the food, or like they don't pull up, they take the bus or they walk to the food bank. But now I'm seeing cars, like people, working class people coming and waiting online for food.
I know. Yeah.
So it's scary. And then St. Joe's Hospital, which has my heart, it's the third busiest ER in the country. Yeah. So they're overwhelmed. It's a very diverse community. A lot of people live in closely together. And so, of course, I've helped bring awareness that they need help. Yeah. And they are so grateful.
Well, good.
And did you see on Shark Tank, Munez, the sneakers that you take the sole off the bottom? Yeah. They donated sneakers to the workers there the other day.
That's great. Yeah. No, I love that.
And Dolce Aesthetics, she came down and donated 100 masks. Yeah. I have people donating money. RX water, the alkaline water. Actually, I was talking to you when I was drinking it at the last event. He donated. Spartan Meals donated things. Yeah. And I'm working also with St. Jude, and they are donating hundreds of meals to us. So thank God for these people. They're amazing.
Yeah, I think we've seen so much of it too. So many people are putting their hands and their money out on the tables now to help everybody. And then someone like you who has such an incredible platform and such a consistent following and fan base can combine everything together. And that's really what we can do. So you mentioned you haven't been too busy, but you really have. I mean, you're partnering with certain brands and you're helping kind of, forefront the efforts of all of this. So hats off to you. So there you go. And I love that about you. I think you've always consistently wanted to help people, which is why you are literally my favorite housewife. Every time I talk to you, I say that with all my heart, because it's not often that people, the first thing they think of would be their family and how are they affected. But you realized firsthand you're healthy, your family's good, you're keeping your parents safe, and you're keeping yourself sane enough to now help everybody else. And so that's so great to hear.
I'm very honored to be in that position to be able to do that. I am so grateful for that. And I thank everybody who's always been so receptive and I feel guilty. I get DMs saying, "Oh, you're so great." I'm like, "Oh my God, stop." No, everybody's great and everybody has something to give. Even if it's just staying home or checking on a friend who you think might be a little lonely or somebody who you wanted to get back to a long time ago and thank them for something, just do it. Yeah. Now's the time. It's almost like kind of like, God, maybe this happened to us. I mean, somebody said, who was it? Ed Milan. Maybe this happened for us.
Instead of to us. Yeah. I love that perspective. And you're right. There is a lot of good that can come out of this. And I think that as long as we kind of maintain an optimistic attitude about it, time will overpass and then we'll kind of see all of it through to the end. But so at the end, Dolores, what do you think you'll be doing? Give me some top things you think you want to get right back into as soon as all this is over, in addition to filming.
Kidding me? Look at my hair. Look at, where's my hair extensions? Where's the, I have gray hair.
Natural Dolores. You have zero gray hair. You keep saying gray hair.
And no nails. Look, my tan. I'm putting on my own tan. The sun isn't out. I mean.
Right. We'll do some self-care.
I promised all my friends, the people on the front line, I want to organize a spa treatment day. I don't know what life will be. That's another thing. Depending on what life will be like will depend on what we get back to. Right.
No, you're right.
So we can't make any fake plans now. I'm very realistic. I'm not a big dreamer. I'm like, I'm not going to set myself up for disappointment.
Yeah, we'll see what happens after all of this. Dolores, well, we love you and we wish that you nothing but the best and all the health and safety for your family, and continue to use your platform and your loving heart to give to everybody. And we love that about you. Thanks so much for chatting with me. It was so good to see you online.
Nobody would know what I do if it wasn't for people like you. So you're all a part of it. It's a butterfly effect. And thank you, and stay safe. And we'll see each other again at one of our great events soon.
I love it. I cannot wait to see you in person, Dolores. Thank you so much.
Thank you.